Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So I've been watching some videos about the whole Artemis thing, and there's one thing that stands out pretty obviously, and I'm not gonna come right out and say it, but I wanna use this as like a lead into a common thing I've been noticing a lot lately, and I know a lot of other people have been noticing this too, which has been leading to another question that is like the next common like step in the thought process. And this common theme is very obvious AI, and not even like good high quality like AI, being used in high profile situations that are very newsworthy. Like talking about like world leaders, like press conference appearances and stuff, especially like heavily publicized world leaders, like using obvious AI as like we'll get into that. Now, this Artemis thing has been pretty interesting, right? Because you could argue on both sides of the fence that like, why would they fake this? But why wouldn't they, right? Like, I mean, like, why would you, in the middle of like this conflict that's going on and everything else in the whole world that's going on, and like a crumbling economy worldwide, decide that like, oh, we need to send these people around the moon, not to land, or just, like, what purpose does that serve? And you could argue, oh, maybe this has been scheduled for so long, or I don't know, I haven't even done the research. What I'm here to talk about is the very obvious like AI videos that have been released officially by like NASA and stuff like that. Like the videos of them all like before they're about to leave for their launch, right? And everybody's all taking pictures and they're waving to the crowd. And like, if you look at the phones, like you can see that like the pictures aren't even of them, or like who even knows what the hell those screens are capturing. And it's like obvious. And then like, the live stream footage where like the stars are like bleeding through onto like the inside of the craft, and just really weird stuff. Like the fact that one of them is like a actual actor who appeared in like Mad Max, the most recent Mad Max movie, or whatever, the one from like the mid 2010s, and then immediately became an astronaut immediately. And it's just crazy. But like, so like it is, to be an astronaut is a prerequisite also to be an actor. Like, is that, and then like, like even like the guy saying like we got a few of them straight from like central casting or some weird stuff like that. But it's the AI I want to touch on. And the question is like, that's starting to come up with stuff like the whole Israel's minister of prime rib, releasing very obvious AI footage to like prove he's alive, and just AI being used in very high profile ways, and not being fine-tuned enough to like keep from people catching on, and like, especially when I get that maybe the people in charge are extremely out of touch, and they might really think that we are that stupid, everybody. But somebody in that circle has to know, like, hey, they're gonna catch on. Somebody's gonna peel through. Like, they know we pay attention, or not me specifically, but like normal people are out there paying attention to every little detail. And thank God for those people. God bless you, all of you that are seekers of truth, and peel apart every detail of everything that you're told. Because if it wasn't for people like you, people like me wouldn't be able to understand fully that we are constantly being lied to, and to trust only ourselves and what you can discern as truth. And so the question remains is like, they know that it's gonna be found out. Why would they do it? And it's very simple. There's a couple reasons. One, it doesn't matter. Like, they know that like, what is everybody gonna all of a sudden band together and like take arms against like the whole establishment. No, they know that's not going to happen. And so it doesn't matter to an extent. And it's like I said in the title of another video I released, like, why bury the truth when there hasn't even been one for decades or centuries, right? But also, man, what a great way to be able to friggin' mysticize people. There's no better way than bad AI, right? Or even just the capabilities of AI being publicly shown how much better they're getting and stuff like that. Because what it does is it publicizes it to the masses. And now everybody knows that there's this very, very capable tool that many, many powerful people have and have this ability to use. And so with that, it gives plausible deniability to people in charge, especially when it comes to video evidence of things. Because now, when you have stuff like this out there, like what's consequential? What is a very consequential thing happening of something like a space roundabout exploration around the moon being found out as fraud? Like what's a real consequence of that being found out as being like staged or AI? Nothing like nation destroying, right? It might shatter a little bit of image or reputation, but I mean, when the reputation's already where it is, who gives a shit? But what it does do is it shows that there is very powerful AI and there is a willingness by people in charge to use it. So if there is that willingness by these people in charge to use it because it's that powerful, what would stop people in opposition of those people in charge from using it to stage bad faith videos of them, which brings the plausible deniability? Now, when all these crazy things eventually start getting released that might be hidden in the DOJ or wherever the hell they're hidden, or videos that people have been afraid to release but are now just getting so mad and emboldened to like actually release them, or like anything that might come up that like maybe the first lady has started preemptively like counter attacking because like she knows, she's seen like evidence that something is about to come out, like, and now she's trying to get out in front of it, like, oh, this is fake, it's AI. That's an answer for it right there. It's like, if they give you all these high profile examples of it being used, and obviously it's fake because you catch little minor discrepancies, when real stuff is released, it gives these people plausible deniability to say, oh, that's AI. That's AI. That's just really good AI. They obviously figured out how to use it right. That's just AI. And by the time we get to the point where these people might be faced with these actual allegations and like video evidence, they are just banking that there's going to be such a gigantic catalog of this AI stuff created, which they're not wrong, of all these deep fakes and all these different like events, and like, oh, we faked a whole ass moon landing with AI or moon roundabout trip with AI. Like, why wouldn't somebody be able to fake the FL Otis getting porked down by the greatest pedophile and not greatest, I'm saying like the biggest and most notorious pedophile in history? Like, why wouldn't somebody fake that with AI? If we could fake a whole NASA mission, the biggest in history, why wouldn't somebody fake a story like that, to damage our reputation? And I really do think that, like, besides like the using like of us as compute, and also the hope that which we are, a lot of us, I'm not, I refuse to use that crap, will use it as a crutch to not have to think anymore, which will help them dumb us down because we'll just divert all our brain power to this oh so powerful technology that is demonic. I mean, ask it about Jesus. Like, it won't tell you without freaking weirding out, which is just crazy. Like, it's wild. Like, why that? But like, if they can just have this catalog of high profile uses of AI and failures and bugs and successes, then when real, like, factual evidence comes out, it'll be that much easier to deflect it to being AI. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be ways to test whether something is AI or not, but like after a while, when enough people question what reality is, if over 50% say that an AI video is real, is it not real? Does that become like, not, it doesn't become real. It's still fucking demonic and fake and just like not, it's a demonic mirroring of this. But in societal perception, that could become truth. If you get a higher number of people to believe something that is fake than people that know it's not real, then it doesn't that kind of make it real in that sense in the societal perception of things? And that's why they're making it so easy for people to catch these mistakes with AI, because they want you to know it's AI. So that way, when real video, factual things come out that show these disgusting, depraved acts, or even like, let's talk about like war crimes, right? Like when war crimes are captured on footage, they can just say, oh, that's AI. Like they can just defer it to being an AI generated video because it's that much easier, because there's so much proof of it being out there and people doing that already. Like obviously we do it. Like we made this fake mission with it. Like we've made all kinds of AI videos for you guys to watch. So why wouldn't our enemies make AI videos against our interests? And that's what this is. And that's probably what's eventually going to be the defense once whatever this deflection, this preemptive deflection that was done the other day by Miss Lady of the US is preemptively going to like combat that. If there's video or picture evidence of any kind, that's going to be what gets used. Oh, it's AI. Thanks for watching.